Test. Hmm. In the meantime, I suppose I could talk to myself. I have no idea whether there's anyone even in chat. Any chatters? Tell you what, that's another problem with bloody YouTube, actually. I don't think I can see how many viewers I have, or who's in chat until they participate, because there's a participant button, but right now it has got no one there.
Hello.
Hello. Does YouTube still have that Domino's yodeling advert? I have no idea. Do you want to let me
I
know
don't
when you
know. I don't watch adverts anymore.
No, but I have YouTube Premium. I'm not an ad block person.
And they manually cancel every single one and report them for being appropriate or irrelevant.
Every single advert?
Like, pretty much every single one.
Hmm. Okay, would you want to let me know when you have the replay booted up?
I do. I have it paused on 29 seconds on the first ban.
Let me get to that as well then. 29 seconds on the first ban. I'm still on captain's choice. Okay, cool. Ready. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So this is game 2 of the series you watched the first game of last night, right? What
Indeed.
happened? I can't remember. It wasn't the one with the dazzling Night Stalker.
No, it was the one with the Bane that went late lens. It was the one with what else was in there?
Well, these bands are the same. I remember these so far, anyway.
Yeah, these seem accurate.
What? There was a Conker.
There was a Jack Kunker, there was a Semolina, there was a TB that was really big and they couldn't stop. That was it.
Yeah, James played Sanking. Speaking of which, James is being subbed in game 2 by Misshook. I understand James had some real problems because he was playing from a laptop or something. That kept freezing up. So he's subbed for by Misshook for this game. So we probably won't see a James Sanking here. And they had a Sam Death Prophet. And Necrophos. Did they ban Necrophos last time? Can't remember. Probably. Or this could be showing respect to Misshook, because Misshook's been playing a lot of offlane Necrophos, and it's really, really effing annoying.
10 seconds remain.
Yes, that's at least part of the reason behind that ban. I would put money on it. So out comes the Jakiro hero. Oh, Custer played Spearbreaker in game 1. I wonder whether they're going to pick it up again in game 2. What's for eating then?
I just had a quick slice of bread with cheese pesto salad.
Ah, very nice, very nice.
Oh, we see a Jakiro picked up.
Yeah, so I'm just wondering whether we'll see the Spirit Breaker for Custard again. Or whether he wants something else this time. Wouldn't shock me if he
I don't
wanted
see a reason not to pick it up again.
They did lose with it. That might be the reason, I suppose.
Yeah, but it didn't feel like they lost because of the Spirit Breaker.
No, I'd agree. Yeah, sure enough, they pick it up. I mean, I do think that is just right. But sometimes we get in our heads about things when they don't work. And they just grab Sam's Ursa phase 1 straight up. I think I'd quite like to see this Jakiro bump to pos 3 off the back of the Ursa pick.
Yeah.
There
Who
have
is
been a
playing
few
3 for that team?
Biggles.
It's Biggles. Does Biggles play 3 Jakiro?
I've no idea. You know, but I've seen a few offlane Jakiros in pro matches recently, and it's very good against Ursa.
Yeah, I would certainly imagine so.
Like,
Would
it's
not
kind of
want
like
to lane into
why
it.
Venomancer's good against Ursa, right? They're just the miserable slows that you're playing against.
The miserable slows, all of the attack speed slows. It doesn't matter if you're on rage 1 off, there's going to be more. And I just don't want to play Ursa in this game.
Could be an offlane Viper as well.
Can we get refund on this pick?
Which also means now you can't play co-op on Zemel, because you just don't want to play co-op against Viper. It's the most miserable lane.
10 seconds.
Because you just can't play the lane, you just have to go like 0-2-3 and try and farm some jungle and try not to die and try not to lose your tower somehow.
I mean, kind of just sets up for Semolina again.
Yeah, again, I don't know whether I'd want to end up with a lot of the same heroes as last game. Maybe I'm too, you know, mentally fragile, but I just not convinced. They banned the Sand King anyway.
Oh.
This is Mishuk. You've got to ban his Darkseer if you want to win. And Darkseer Spirit Breaker's a hell of a lane.
Yeah, we complained about the lane being weak last time. That would definitely be an improvement. OD banned out.
Jack's played some OD, so I presume that's
yeah. I suppose you can still run
be
OD
3
mid
Viper.
here.
Yeah. 3 Vipers will be miserable
or
for
3
us
OD
to play
and
against.
mid Viper.
Yeah.
That's a good answer to Spirit Breaker, I'd imagine. But the bubble doesn't get discounted by status resistance,
Yes,
right?
it does.
Oh, it does. Oh, right, it does, because you instantly do it with an
It's not like
SMY.
Yules and stuff like that, but yeah. Because, yeah, as you say, SMY screws with Meteor Hammer timings.
Lena banned out. I recognize that. Well, they just don't want anything to do with the last game. I guess they didn't feel as comfortable as in that victory.
Just want to see what else is in the other team's plan, I
No.
guess.
That too. Otherwise, you end up with stuff like Nick playing Dazzle for 4 games in a row.
Well, quite, yeah.
Wraith King ban.
Bit of a weird one when you've got an Ursa, I think.
The Ursa Wraith King matchup is weird. On the one hand, you burst him down really fast. On the other hand, then your Fury Swipe stacks reset. Because they're a debuff and not a buff on you.
There's no way I wouldn't want to be on the Ursa side of that matchup.
Yeah, I still want to be there, but maybe it's something comfort related. But it's Ari. Ari will play most
Ember
things.
ban? I don't think the Ember ban's needed again. Yeah. I mean, the thing about
is this setting up for a PL? An SK ban and an Ember ban?
Yeah, that's a good shout. Yeah, or at least some kind of illusion hero. And PL would be the most punished by those. Yeah, I think that's a really good shout.
5 seconds remain.
Or just the Terrorblade again.
Yeah, the Terrorblade Ursa matchup is a lot better than the PL Ursa matchup for the Ursa. Because with PL, you're just like, well, I have no clue what the fuck I'm doing. As with the Ursa, you at least have a plan and just run at him. The real one's easy enough to figure out, and then you just apply some stacks to them. And kill them fast, hopefully.
Yeah, I think I'd want to be the Terrorblade though, still.
You probably want to be a Terrorblade, especially with a Jagera and a Viper already on your team.
Quad ban. Okay. And Hoodwink.
Yeah,
So this is now a 3 Spirit Breaker and a 4 Hoodwink.
most likely, Semmel is known to play Hoodwink mid, so that is
Okay.
a small thing that we have to keep it
Okay.
count. But
Yeah, probably
I'd give you
difficult against
it's
Viper,
more
though.
likely. Yeah, I'd assume it's a 4
A
Hood
custard hoodwink, yeah.
Threadbreaker.
I don't know, I think they're missing a trick without this Darkseer hero, though. It looks so good, and Miss looks so good on it. You know, he's like the 33 of our league.
Yeah.
Did you see that? 133 fucking
I saw the highlights.
Darkseer yesterday.
Disgusting.
Oh, brutal. Naga.
Naga Siren.
Okay. So it's not TD or
it's-
PL, it's the other one.
Yeah. Still same thought. The question is, does 5 AM play Leshrak? And is that playable into a Viper?
Yeah. Lane's hard. What would I do here? Wait. Oh, that was my thing. Probably the best profit. Again, I quite like the Pangolin. Oh no, because Nargo Ags actually just ruins Pango. You can't even play that anymore. It used to be very good, and then Nargo Ags just made it so Pango just loses the game.
Feels Mars, that makes sense, and this confirms the Viper for mid.
You could still play 4 Viper.
Peru,
or have Sick Boy.
Falconi does
3
play
Viper.
it forward as well.
Yeah, and he could play a 3, and that could be a Biggles 4 Mars.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
I agree with you. I think it's most likely to be mid Viper at this point, but
Yeah. I certainly think 5 AM has to assume it's a mid Viper when picking this. Well, I assume it's going to be their offlaner here. Actually, thinking about it,
no,
unless they want to keep their offlaner for the last.
5.
No, wait, they need to pick the 5. Never mind. Oh, it's weird to have picked up your having to pick up your 5 in the 18 pick.
It is Radiant's ban.
Willow.
Right, so we discussed this before, and Fix does actually play Willow, despite claims to the contrary.
Yeah, I know Fix plays it. I guess this keeps the flex in where this Hoodwink is mid or not, because you can all still fit this in.
Yeah, with Hoodwink mid Willow 4.
Yeah.
But, I mean, realistically, I struggle to see them picking their 5 with the last pick.
Yeah, I agree. There's, like...
Lesh ban?
Yeah, that's...
The one you called out?
I'm not sure if I would go with banning it, because they already showed they're not willing to pick it. And I don't really see a reason to
If you think you're ahead in the ban and they can't do it with this Naga, regardless of whether or not they've been willing to pick it so far, you've got to keep banning things that are good against Naga.
Yeah, that is fair, that is fair. A Kunkka ban.
So they're reading this as a 4 Viper. Or at least an in the offlane Viper.
Yeah, because
5 seconds.
Donta is still looking for their 4.
Or mid.
Or
The
mid.
way we discussed, it probably should be their 4, but...
And a Zeus. Yeah, those all make sense. And a Magnus. Yeah, they're really reading this as a 4 Viper.
I mean, Fix and Sam both... I mean, they know these guys very well.
Yeah.
So...
I played with the 4 Viper from Falconi.
10 seconds.
Well, I mean, maybe it's just the familiarity. These teams are quite familiar with each other.
Yeah.
Seconds remain.
Let's see. So what would you want to pick up here, assuming the Viper is mid? They already are.
I want a Yule Spire. Or just Shadow Demon. Oh, Shadow Demon. Yeah, just give me Shadow Demon. Shadow Demon wins.
Yeah, that's
Shadow
a good
Demon's
point.
actually just a win. It's ridiculous against Spiritbreaker and against Ursa.
Another
It gives me a
save
bubble
takes it
for
away
my
from
Naga
Fix.
as well. Yeah, I think Shadow Demon's a fantastic pick for Riffraff here. Don't say. God's sake, blame Falconi. It's in the stream description.
Yeah. Death Prophet. So this is a full Viper.
Yep. Correctly read. I don't really
Now
like
the
that.
Hoodwink seems more playable mid. And while this Death Prophet is a Yule's buyer, so...
Yeah, I mean, I did want a Yule's bio, I guess, but I don't like that very much.
Yeah.
I mean, I want Rifra. Sorry, I want Donta to buy like 3 Yules. Mars, Death Prophet, and Jakiro at some point. Because Yules is great against Ursa and against Spiritbreaker, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Ursa ults, just Yules him. Spiritbreaker runs in, just Yules him, takes off Bulldoze as well.
The only question is, can you click Spirit Breaker fast enough with your Yules? Because he goes so goddamn fast.
Even if he connects the charge first, someone else just needs to Yules him and take Bulldoze off, and he just becomes not a thing.
Yeah, that's fair.
So while I think Shadow Demon would have been better, I guess that's okay. Puck. They're gonna have such trouble with this Naga. I don't know if they can ever kill this Naga. Not after like 30 minutes anyway.
Not once Naga has 3 items. Yeah.
I mean, Naga's base health and strength gain are crap. You know, I think like Naga with the Skadi at level 18 has 2,300 health or something. With like Skadi Manta.
Still.
But they don't have a huge amount of damage for it. Does Hoodwinkle prioritize the real hero?
I'm pretty sure it just straight up goes through illusions, yeah.
So that's something then.
But I'm not 100% of that. Let me just...
No, that was my instinct as well. So either... I mean, to be fair, there was a shared hallucination thing years and seasons ago where me and the other caster were both convinced that Mars Sphere didn't hit illusions.
Yeah.
And it absolutely does.
So, I thought that was the case as well. So I'm just quickly checking the...
But I have a real feeling that Hoodwinkle ignores illusions. Maybe someone in chat could tell us. Imagine having someone in chat.
Only hit heroes, including clones, excluding illusions and creep heroes.
Yeah.
Does not hit invulnerable or hitting units.
So they will find the real Naga with it every time.
Yeah. That's something, I suppose. But...
Yeah. I mean, it's not normally too hard to find the real Naga anyway, but yeah.
Yeah.
Killing it.
A lot of their damage... Oh, there's a decent amount of AoE on there with the puck, I suppose, but... It feels like they're gonna be successful in bringing this Naga down to 30%, then they can't finish her off. This is a Sam Ursa. Last match 27-1.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gavin gives the Radiant 52% win probability.
So Gaben slightly favours Dire then in terms of drafts because Radiant has like an innate 55% win rate or something.
Get rid of this stupid directed camera.
Yeah, I was just doing the same.
Is there anything spicy happening with items? Not really. Sticking mid from the Death Prophet. Is that normal into a puck?
No, it's not normal.
No, just.
I would have thought you wanted the double nulls to make crit storm useful against creeps.
Better retreat! Retreat! Better retreat!
Mystic is starting with a Soul Ring. Is that normal?
Soul Ring is certainly not abnormal on Spirit Break. You need a mana mountain.
Yeah, okay.
I think you normally do phase first, but yeah. I mean, there's a really interesting thing that I like the idea of that we've seen out of the Chinese region where they're going triple null on Spirit Breaker.
What?
Well,
I guess it's mana regen.
You need something to sustain your mana and the spell amp, right? Gets
Yeah.
you to a point where charge kills waves earlier.
Do you still need the what's it? Windlace?
I don't think he had a windlace. The chap I was watching.
Spirit Breaker also doesn't buy small items that much. So like triple null, phase boots, And then Shadow Blade.
Yeah, it was like phase, then triple null, then Shadow Blade, yeah. An interesting one. So Samuel gets the somewhat better wave position. He's getting some good harass on Jack, but he's, you know, because he's a puck, actually getting hit by the creeps is almost as bad for him.
Yeah, you armor disadvantage.
Jack definitely having the better of the first wave, I think.
It depends on this very last. They're going even. Oh, Pix and Falconi are just fighting each other, which I assume favors the Viper to get a third flex.
Somewhat, although level 1 poison attack is rubbish.
It is.
But yeah.
Oh god, it's only 4 DPS. I thought it was 8 to 12. No, okay, that's
the second point makes it so much better.
Yeah.
Well, the bottom lane.
Fairly quiet game for now.
Yeah, not too much to say. Fix was hoping for the pull on maybe the stack top, but blocked by Falconi, but that does result in Falconi taking some significant damage from the full camp. While the big camp is blocked there, small camp is blocked there. Dive a little more on it with their camp control then.
The Ursa is having a slightly better time than the Naga, which is not something I'd expect. But as I say that, Sam gets clicked down by a bunch of poison attack.
But you know,
it's still level 1, so...
he had 5 stacks of poison attack for quite a long time there, and only actually took like 40 damage from them, because it's rubbish at level 1.
Yeah.
No, just.
Still costs about the same mana, so that's not great for Viper.
There was a thing for a while where mid Vipers were going 0-0-1 because they wanted to do a poison attack maxing build, and you know, the first point of poison attack was seen as just worthless.
Where are my Mason emotes back chest? I just subscribe to Mason's YouTube channel and gain membership, and then you can use them specifically on Mason's channel.
Mason frogs, Pepe hands.
Mid lane.
Yeah, some lost a bit of a lead, but relatively even.
He's trading off the lead he has with a bit more harass. This is effectively nothing, right? Actually, 7 last hits. 5 after this.
Yeah, some of it was small. Like he did a 5 small camp though.
Ah, I see. He checked his net worth. He's 200 ahead in net worth. That's
not nothing. Not nothing.
It's not nothing, but
well,
it's also...
it's now 30, so it is
nothing.
he
Still has a wave of lane creeps coming in.
Yeah, fair enough. Maybe a very minor lead. We'll check in again when it's had the opportunity to become more pronounced.
Meanwhile, Naga has caught up to the Ursa, who's now feeling the pain of level 2 poison attack in the near future.
Summer went for the dodge on Cryptstorm, but level 1 Cryptstorm very hard to dodge. Good use of the glyph from Jack to try and pressure onto this puck, and Sam was going to have to run all the way back. Oh no, he might have enough ball charges to get something done here, but he's dropping pretty low. Custard rotating into the mid, but all he does is throw a bushwhack on Jack and then walk away.
Jack was hoping to find an extra bounty rune. While Custard was not actually stacking, he's just walking to mid to try to get Jack off of his mid laner. I don't know he can do anything here. He's only level 2.
Yeah, it's a pretty pointless rotation this. Certainly until puck 6. Maybe you can find a way to break coil with Bushwhack. I think that'll be an extremely good play. Someone shipped out a salve.
Oh, top lane Sam is getting spit at. But, Falconi is very low on mana, so
carry
that's...
counterpart at least. But yeah, Biggles is having a bit of a dream of a time here, I think.
Paul says Blink, Rush, fuck, not Witchblade.
Yeah, that is weird.
Yeah, that is surprising.
I wonder, it could give Dire some damage problems here if they don't get the Witchblade, I think.
You shall not.
Even with Witchblade, Puck can have damage problems unless you know, multiple of his teammates contribute something.
So, I don't know if someone can afford to go for this.
No,
he decided to do it.
You got Fairy Fire.
Oh,
you got Fairy Fire. Didn't use the Fairy Fire.
Maybe he thought it wouldn't matter because he would get the mana from Crypt Swarm.
Yeah, possibly.
Better retreat! Retreat! That is some hot chili you're
That
serving
is
up
a
down there.
costly rune, and Costa picks up the rune. I guess that's communicated because I don't see any reason why you would decide to take that away from your mid lane who's having a rough time if it wasn't already talked about. Ari's taking a little bit of damage, but it's about half health, and then he just walks away. Let's see, let's... Sam has been forced out and is going into the jungle, has a word mask, so he can do it, but it never feels good if you have to jungle this early as an Ursa.
Yeah, indeed. But it's definitely the right choice. You can't stay in this lane. I hope he's sending himself some clarities though, so he can sustain. He's sending one.
He's sending him one now.
So he can sustain the overpower spam that he'll need to jungle with any kind of efficiency. And Fix is just going to have to see what he can find here. So the question now is what Falconi's going to decide to do.
If I was this Viper, I'd like to see him go and just try to hunt this Ursa, because really there's nothing an Ursa can do to you.
I think if you can catch him coming up the stairs here, I think that could be a dead Viper.
I know.
Good
He's on such low mana that I'm not sure that's true.
I think it is. Oh!
Well, Sam has been found.
I think
He's just TPing out, but that's not fast enough.
That's a team custom TP right there.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Semmel did steal a stack. Well, maybe made his own stack, I'm not sure, but he took a stack in the Radiant Triangle.
Yeah, I don't know about this. I think straight Blink Puck with only one null, I really do worry about having damage problems. 2k net worth lead now, actually. Let's check out our net worths. Yeah, Radiant win all 3 lanes. And by quite some amount in the side lanes as well. And the mid lane lead isn't small either. But...
1,000 to 800 across the board. Now UTP is in from mid. Falconi is going for an Atos into Travels on this possible Viper. That's greedy.
I like the Atos.
I like the Atos.
Although I also think it could just be a Yules again for the reasons we spoke about Yules. Just buy some Yules. Everyone get Yules.
Let's see, who can... The only one that cannot afford to buy a Yules is this Naga Siren. The rest all does it quite nicely.
Radiant bring a lot of strength to this mid tower, and Dire have got to try and work out if they can even hold it. Or at least spam it out. You'd have to spam it out with like Orb +1.
Well, Radiant also just used their glyph. Jack is technically cool, but there's nothing going to come from this Ice Path to deter.
Charge coming in from bot, Mishook's on his way. He stops it though because he's like, no, I don't want to die.
Interesting skill build from Emma. She's 2-1-2.
Don't hate that at all.
Yeah. It means more early tower pressure. The normal build, according to Pro Tracker, is 3-1-1.
Yeah, well, maybe it was 2-0-2 for kind of lane pressure or something, and now wants to start maxing Ice Path.
Yeah, that makes sense too. Is building a Yules, that's good.
Good. We're not getting any hints about what's coming out from Jack here. I presume it's on his courier though. Trash.
It's Travels.
He's in danger of just dying to this Ursa.
He is,
Not
because
now,
Ursa
but
is
in
having
about 5
such a
minutes.
bad time that he can build another item before this Ursa becomes relevant.
Speaking of having a bad time.
Oh! I suppose that... Oh my god! Falconi might die to this Puckle?
Oh, follow it through. Boo, no mana.
Nah, you don't know where this Mars is, I think. Oh no, you can absolutely see the Mars.
Yeah, if you've got some idea. Networth lead drops to 1k now. Puck's caught his mid lane opponent, and Sam's actually farming pretty well in the jungle.
Naga's still farming lane. He's obviously doing it way better, but...
Yeah, Avi's in both games managed to put himself in a position where he got to stay in lane as the carry, which is just ideal.
There's very few carries that don't want to stay in lane.
Yeah, normally you can't, but...
Even then, Ari could afford to farm both the lane and the jungle with his illusions. They're probably strong enough now that he has the Asher and the Falcon Blade.
Yeah, quite possibly.
Hmm.
There've
I
been a lot
wonder
of
how
shots
does
down here for
Bulldoze
bot
interact
jungle
with
now.
Kickball?
Big Ball is a debuff, I think.
Yeah, it is a debuff, so
I think it'll be shortened, I would think.
yeah. They didn't feel it just now when he used burst, but we'll see. Alright. Emma is taking a lot of damage from
We're gonna
this
get
Dark
these
Willow.
supports.
It's
Yeah.
going down, and oh, that's both supports going down. But DP is in the back.
Gets coiled down.
Caught the hoodwink, gets coiled, but
Oh,
the
the
coil
flick ends
ends.
just too late for the coil, yeah, and Avi's gonna get Jack out.
he's singing the song of his people. His people say to leave. All in all, that's I think still favourable. Ursa didn't really join that, I think.
Yeah, very mild win for Dyer, but nothing significant.
Yeah. It stops you and Naga from farming for a little bit while Ursa is catching up.
Ursa turned up as well.
Yeah, but
just as the
he
song went
got
off.
something out of it, right?
I don't think so.
Huh.
Almost has the diff finished here. This is an interesting one because I would have almost Battle Fury is pretty normal on Ursa anyway here, and certainly against the Naga maybe you'd want it. But Sam's just feeling like they need to out tempo them, I guess, with this diff.
Yeah, that's kind of what this Blink Dagger from the Puck also tells me, that they want to go early.
Just blink into straight Sanjin Kaya. I really dislike playing without Witchblade.
Such a good item. Jack has gone travels and is now just straight going for a BKB. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Look at Dyer's lineup and tell me what they're going to do if you have a BKB. And it's, well, Missa can charge you, and the Ursa can hit you.
Missa can't charge you, not until he's got Ags.
But, okay, if he already has a charge going, it will keep going.
Yeah,
and he can ult
and he
you.
can ult. Yeah,
as well.
but, yeah, can't.
You can't actively charge a BKB charge you, right?
Loaded to the gills.
Is going for a Yule's Mythook. Nearly has a Shadow Blade, but did go for the Windlace.
It's still pretty normal, this, I think.
Alright.
I'm complaining about
Falconi has swapped away from the Atos, instead going for a full staff. I like that.
Yeah, but it's not eels.
It's not a Yules, but it's also a good anti-Ursa item.
It is, yeah.
And it also helps people that are getting caught by the Dark Willow combo.
Not great against Coil, though.
It's not great against Coil, you're right. Unless you want to just break in and instantly force them further away. But that seems a little iffy.
Oh, they
A
walked
lot
up
of
the
people
tower and
coming.
immediately sentry at the same time.
Well, now Dire know that they have friends in the neighborhood.
So they've all effed off.
Exactly. And Sam now has finished his diff, is going from BKB into Blink.
Yeah,
That seems reasonable.
This is very normal Sam Ursa stuff.
You can't really go for a Blink before the BKB here. That's the only thing I would have thought about changing, but not feasible. You could wonder, with so many people bottom, if the Ursa can just go and Roche. He has his Morbid Mask, he's level 11.
Would need to smoke.
The only wonder is what if Naga catches on.
Oh,
Radiant.
Biggles with the get down Mr. President play.
Sam went in and he's just killing this DP.
I did say that could happen, right?
Yeah.
But they still trade 2 for 2. It's not too bad for the Radiant, this.
Oh yeah, the puck ticked out. Meanwhile, Barry's
That was very funny.
might bring his
Jack breaks
courier?
the coil, there's a hoodwink ult coming through, and as the hoodwink ult's about to arrive, a Mars blinks in front of it, and just gets absolutely walloped, but does get the arena up.
That's worth it then, I'd say.
Oh, I enjoyed that a lot. It was very funny.
Yeah, it's 17 minutes and this Ursa's not looked at Roche. As an Ursa player, never feels nice.
Semmel's
Can't get you
network
early
hasn't
Roche.
really moved in 5 minutes. This is a bad feeling for a puck right now.
Fuck is. Well, Semmel had a great game last game. He's now just sitting bottom of the cores. Really, the only reason why this lead is still as close is because
Sam is.
it's a 2k lead. It's just the difference between the Naga and the Ursa.
Yeah, Miss Hook's found very well as well. I mean, that's one of the things about Spiritbreaker though, like the hero wants to get to its 2 items, maybe even 3 items before it does too much.
Speaking of Miss Hook, he's getting rooted. He Shadow Blades, but he's visible during that, and he's just gonna die.
Oh god, he cancelled his Shadow Blade.
To charge away just because he he's a soaring mana. I want to see you TP. Nice.
Nearly.
For 4 misses, and it would have been too late anyway.
Yeah, probably not quite enough damage either, but... Time to nice bot tower, that's all 3 tier 1s gone for the Dire. They haven't taken any of Radiance yet.
That never feels nice. But Sam has gone for the blink before the BKB.
I think that last fight where he just got to burst the Death Prophet down probably hasn't persuaded that that's his plan.
Yeah. That doesn't seem awful. Also has a Brigand's Blade. That feels real nice on Ursa.
So he does.
Getting that bonus damage. Oh, look at Mystic's neutral. He has the Quicksilver Amulet.
He's a very fortunate boy.
Ooh, Naga didn't pick up a Yules, but picked up a Diffusal, and that just also hurts for Ursa.
Not so good against the Sage resistance.
It's not against like the inhibit active is not amazing against the Ursa, but just draining his mana. Like he barely has any, and then he can't really do anything after he's gone in once, and he's just stuck there. He can't TP out. He can still enrage, but that's all he can do. Meanwhile, fight breaks out. Mishook tries to Shadow Blade away, but gets dusted. Who cares about dust? I have boulders.
Charge out. Yeah.
Charges out, and that was a clean pick.
They got a kill on Emma, and they forced out the Ecticism. Not bad at all.
Yeah, and they only spent the sharpshooter, I think.
Yep, looks like you're correct. And sharpshooter has no cooldown.
Yeah. Viper has now finished the 4-staff and is going for the shard.
I mean, I guess the shard allows them to Roche. I mean, they already could with Exo, but yeah, shard makes Roche very quick. But this is quite a greedy.
Yeah, it's very greedy. This is kind of what I felt playing with Falconi last season. He's a very greedy pool player. And when it pays off and he gets space to do it, it looks amazing.
Yeah. Ami's actually opting for the very early Ags. Now, I know Ags is quite an early item on Naga nowadays for the, you know, big cast range and spell immunity piercing and snare, but it's a very early one.
Yeah, and it reduces the cooldown by 6 seconds as well. I suppose this is kind of nice against Mishook. Mishook just fucking dies to these illusions.
Has to run out, yeah. Naga's level 14. This Naga is strong.
Well, Naga's level 14. Mishook is level 15. Well, mid, the Viper goes down. Emma seems to be okay. She decided to max dual breath and first before putting too many points in other skills. I guess it's very good into the Ursa like that. It still feels weird to not have a skill maxed and hops down and the macro fire and the glyph. So this is a tier 1 tower. It doesn't have backdoor.
Sam decides to stay toasty and, you know, run up and down the Macropyre a few times while waiting for the glyph to run out.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's quite a cold day, so...
He likes to feel the pain to know he's still alive. And has a morbid mass, so he'll just naturally heal up as he goes to the creeps.
He's almost got a finished BKB now as well, Sam. He's doing very well. I think this game is looking quite close. The win probabilities are 53% in favour of Diag.
Mid fix is
dead.
White dead. That is an exorcism used.
And an arena, yeah.
An arena. I don't know if you get to push this wave into the tier 2.
Left on this exorcism.
Like, yeah, it's
still like, what's the duration? 35, so still about 15 seconds left. I think they get this tier 2 here.
Oh, there's no glyph. Yeah, the glyph was just used, so maybe not. Emma just dies to Sam. Sam just
rolls into...
holds.
He's gonna shrug everything off, but now it's...
Yeah, but now it's gone, and now the diffusal is just killing him and on top of everything else.
So they do hold the tower at the cost of a Sam life.
I don't think that's worth it. He bought out for the BKB recipe.
Maybe worth it. Not sure.
There was an Nato somewhere. I don't know who that was on. Oh, Hoodwink.
Ah.
Wrong first item, Ato.
Wonder why.
I wonder what the logic line that is.
Probably because he wants to bite life now and he's a terrible human.
I mean, he knew you were replay casting this and wanted to just annoy you, clearly. Willow's finished the Yules. Fuck is still working on this KNS as
in the top lane. Almost got Biggles with him, but Biggles just BKB.
Oh, Biggles just BKB'd for nothing.
Space created has been called. Tell you what, Dire have managed to catch up on towers. They're not completely even, but they have got the mid and bot tier 1s now.
Yeah, those are the ones that matters. And Mishook is now nearly at this Agadams.
Yeah, he's farming very well on this Spitbreaker.
That's what Mishook is known for, finding farm wherever. And now that Sam has been able to find his farm as well.
He's got his
just Stem all that suffering for it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's part that he's really feeling his lack of travels.
I mean, even if he had travels, where's he supposed to farm? Like, this Ursa's...
He could be bot right now. There's no one bot.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, he's top right now in that space.
I mean, Spirit Breaker's charging mid. Don't know if... Do they actually want to continue this? They do. And now maybe with Sam just blinking in... Oh, that was a BKB charge. And the stun on the Viper means he actually gets to kill him eventually.
Sam brings his BKB out. Yeah, this is what I was saying about this Ursa. I think it can just jump on and kill this Death Prophet. And you know, Jack's really going to need. Well, he's buying an Ethereal Blade actually. This is his answer. He's got a Ghost Scepter already.
But as the Ursa, if you as the Ursa accept that your job is not to deal with this Naga Siren.
And just kill everyone else. Yeah, I just don't know who's
kill everyone else.
I just don't
know. You afford to go Nullifier.
I would think so, but I don't know whose job it is to deal with the Naga is the problem.
I think it's a combination of literally everyone else, and I'm not sure they can do it.
Yeah, I think that's where we're going to see this game go. Like Naga's levels don't look anything impressive, but that's because the hero's a Naga. Like you don't get experience from your illusions killing things on the other side of the map, but you do get net worth.
Your net worth sure is high. Win probably favors Dire, but it's pretty much even.
Yeah, and it's not really, like the highest peak it's had is like a 64% per radiant, but yeah, been very even all game.
Yeah. Samuel is now going for an Octarine core?
Yeah, that's not.
I suppose that's technically damage output.
It's quite a bit of damage output, and you'll underestimate how useful cast range feels on Puck. I've been really enjoying getting cast range on Puck.
Yeah.
Not least because, you know, if you get, you know, the lens and then your level 25 Waning Rift talent, Waning Rift is just a blink.
Oh, mid, Sam gets core and he is just, together with the Hoodwink, just gonna nearly die. He gets rooted by this Aghanim Scepter from Naga, and he just has to leave.
He's gonna die there.
I don't know if he gets to leave, but he's trying to.
Just dies.
And Vix gets speared back. At this point... Ouch! Not sure what you're supposed to do there as the Ursa. You just get caught and you can't really afford to also have an Axe. He's going Basher.
Yeah, Sam's got to be the one jumping every time. Anytime he's not getting the jump, he's going to die.
Yeah. Oh, Viper have shard? Viper has the shard here.
Yeah, so this could be a lane.
Like, Liv does nothing because Biggles is Mars and has Bulwark. There's no Exo, but there's Liquid Fire. Soon to be Liquid Frost as well.
Ooh, Christopher finds the shot, and they do.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Nice shot.
Aiden says, when farming is safe, you farm parallel to illusions to get XP, I think is the idea. Is hard though.
I mean, I think
makes sense.
Makes sense, but... Oh god!
Oh
Sam.
no, Sam. He just needs to pop his BKB right now, and there he does. But he doesn't know who to target, and they found the Mars, but he's now just gonna get chomped up by these other two cores, and he just can't do anything.
Can't deal with the Naga.
Can't deal with the Naga, can't even deal with the Death Prophet at this point. And Mercer is like he has farm, but his farm is to be a bunch of CC, just ravage every 6 seconds.
He's a lot of damage, but yeah, this is difficult. That ended up being a 2-for-1 in favour of the Dire, but they did lose their carry.
Yeah.
But maybe that's okay.
I don't
Because the
know.
Cavi's not meant to deal with the Naga anyway. But as we discussed, we're not sure who really is meant to deal with the Naga.
I feel like if Semmel already had an Octocore and was building on something like a Dagon or some other high damage item, then maybe they would be okay, but... Oh, that is literally another 2-3k gold off from finishing Octocore. Yeah, he's 2k off.
So I'm headed back to the top lane.
I really don't like this Basher. This Basher is such a do-nothing item, because either you're already killing them within Diffusal, or like it's to lock down a DP, but that Ghost Scepter, you're not going to burst him down in a single bash. Misso gets caught and decides to spend his mana on a Shadow Blade instead of a charge.
Wasn't going to get to charge out.
Yeah.
Dio making a smoke. Oh, into
finally
Mosh, but the couriers fly over Mosh.
The couriers don't get any vision from that. But...
Oh, true. But they've presumably thought like I did and gone bollocks. The couriers have seen us. Custer gets caught by the Mars Arena,
gets caught, and yeah, he's just dead. Nice little trick trying to ult, but it doesn't do enough. Dies to Jakirov anyway. And, well, this is an Exorcism with a Viper Shard and a Naga. And this tower's just going to die. And this kind of feels like it's over. This is surely 2 lanes.
You'd think, wouldn't you?
Heat Blade finish. The Radiant seem hesitant. Don't know what why they're so scared. I guess Exo was running out, but it still had a good 10 seconds on it.
They're about to have a Skadi on Naga then.
Ah, that feels rough. Yeah, just finishes it.
Oh, Misshook. Oh, he does now have a Blast Rig though, so...
He has a Blast Rig, so he lives for now. There's nobody to cancel his charge. It's going to finish BKB soon. That's just another tier 2 just down.
I'll flash the neutral.
Okay, Sam finally gets the first Roche, but this is a first Roche for an Ursa at 33.5 minutes. And he's going to try to go on a Naga here, but Naga just gets E-bladed, and Sam is just like, well, I guess I'm dead. That's his Aegis. This does not feel good.
Missile getting some big charges though, and is Sam going to get to bring down Biggles? No, the counter BKB.
Counter BKB, and he doesn't even have the basher to...
And now Sam's going to go down again. Didn't even get off
the
Enrage.
Misshook is trying his hardest to cause chaos, but... just not doing enough. Kills the Viper. Sam feels forced to buy back as Jack decides this is fine, I can go ult. That feels a little weird as Biggles is very low. Never mind, gets the E-Blade. Biggles lives.
Oh! Biggles blinked into a charge.
No, he didn't blink into a charge. He blinked into a Blast Rig explosion.
Oh gosh.
As the W counts as a Blast Rig, and now Sam kills Jack.
The buyback kills Jack, but they have lost their mid laner back to Abby in the meantime.
But technically they've held. It still doesn't feel good. Don't get me wrong, but he's alive. Let's go for this Basher, and I just don't know.
Oh, and Tunic round for the Dire? Is Sam going to use that? He is. Another
Yeah,
way
he
to
is.
have it.
I think he needs like the evasion. The Spirit Break is still like the Blast Break is proving very useful for him.
Put that on the Ursa.
Maybe.
The Spirit Breaker needs to move.
Meanwhile, Custard has found an Ari. But the Floppy Boys have arrived.
They do get to walk away.
Emma's decided to go for a Glimmer Cape and says Liquid Frost. Which, to be fair, they don't really feel like they need more damage.
I think the Glimmer Cape's far more useful.
And, yeah. Sam is forced to pop a BKB and TP out. Well, I'm sure it's the right decision. It never feels nice. Mystic is charging Beagles. Oh no, he's just charging away. Anything to prevent that lane of racks, but you don't really need it. Mid, Pix gets caught, uses himself. And there's the fuck you Nathan item built on Custard.
Well, it seems to be the fuck myself item build from Custard.
Yeah. I think this is a case for why it's not good, as once again there's this E-Blade and he just dies before he can do anything. In the end, Jack does die, but that's a dieback from Sam, and there's still this big, scary Naga Siren. Oh, gets out for a split second, but then just dies anyway. Still on just the Aether Lens. Has the money for a buyback offering core, but...
And it looks like they're trying to end.
Yeah, I think they can. This at least forces buyback on the puck, but like, what is this puck going to do? This puck is very poor. Is effectively sitting on 10k net worth because they have 4k sitting in the bank. And that was their big combo to deal 30% to a Naga. As Beagles goes and have some fun with the Dark Willow.
I think there's Naga in trouble.
He might be dying there.
That's a song out.
Yeah. Alright. And technically they're held. It cost them a single tier fall, but
no megas though.
no megas.
I won't lie. That was unexpected.
Sam bought his shard yet. Okay. So Sam has now bought his Basher, realised fuck, this Basher isn't enough, is going back for a Nullifier.
There are now Spider Legs available for the Dire. We'll have to see when Miss Hook picks those up.
He's going for Shivas. It's a good anti-Naga item, I suppose.
Yeah, that'll be the plan. Oh, they found a Timeless Relic as well.
Timeless Relic, that's a good Puck item. And Puck finished the Octring Core and is now going for this Dagon.
Yeah, okay.
I think it's the right build. I just think it's too little too late.
I mean, Puck could have been the one to buy the Shivas as well, I guess, but yeah. Don't hate that.
So, Naga was unkillable before, and now she's picked up a heart.
Yeah, that 4,500 health she's rocking there. It's not the easiest to get to. Particularly with
Bell Prism for someone. I'm not sure who they're going to put that on.
Oh, Hex queued up for Naga.
Yeah,
I'd probably
Pipe
prefer that being
has
Nullifier,
finished
but-
a Halberd. They're still queuing up Trav's Aeon Disc Skadi.
Kaya might be better on Barret than Shivas. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking, Aiden. Like, if Barret just buys the Kaya and stuff, and Puck buys the Shivas.
Are like the only user of Kaya and Yasha.
So Ari found Miss Hook, but Miss Hook bulldozed. So
What a fun skill. About to get killed? Just say no. Press bulldoze. As a ninja gear is found for me, he has...
chooses to prefer that over the Spider Legs, which is going to reduce his damage output, but make it a little bit easier for him to play on the map, I guess. Oh yeah, it's Shadow
Was
Blade
it?
though.
Oh yeah. Of course, bones. Like it has the same amount of.
Yeah, and like you can be like, oh, but the bonus movement's free from smoke, but the smoke expires before you reach the target.
So it's probably the same amount of damage to neutrals that he charges through while going somewhere.
Yeah. Well, I don't know actually. What percentage? No, smoke's 15%, spider legs is 22, right?
Yeah, but he's generally not going to press spider legs until that point. So maybe, but yeah, these are semantics.
Oh dear. So, Radiant posturing aggressively in the mid lane. They find another route on Sam and they're just murdering him with illusions in a nice path.
Oh, he seems pretty alive for now. There's nearly 25, and then he'll get some more overpower attacks, but... Yeah, as you said earlier, Battle Fury would have been really nice for this point in the game.
Maybe AoE Earthshock would have been helpful here. Well, will be helpful here.
I don't know, it's...
He's got the Nullifier queued up now, but probably could have done that earlier.
And, well, here's all the big cooldowns from the Radiant.
They just want these wrecked. I see a hit BKB Biggles. Sam's in on Jack.
Jack is getting very low. And now that he has BKB, he cannot use his ulti. Biggles is also dying. As is Emma.
And this is definitely a hold.
Yeah, it's a hold. Emma does go down.
Oh, there's the song.
Is Emma going down? Yeah, she does.
Detection there.
Yeah, another hold, and they're
4 for 0.
Tier 4 and a range tracks.
But it is a 4 for 0.
Yeah.
Hello, puppy.
Damn, you get to have puppy in your streak.
Yeah.
Naga's found a DD and it's right next to Misshook. Misshook is queued up at Echo Saber?
Weird. That's definitely weird.
Oh, they found Ari with
and the bash! The bash paying off there.
He doesn't have anything that... Like, he's just dead. This is somewhat of a comeback, I suppose.
Yeah, I think so. They've got a bit of time.
You're going to get a tier 2 here, but that's probably all they're going to get. And maybe the Naga buyback is feeling very scared.
I would drop if they take this tier 2 and go back for Roche.
I'd certainly hope so.
But instead they're going to threaten high ground and probably suffer for it.
They're just charging this. They're not... Okay, BKB to cancel out the arena. I'm not sure if that was necessary, but... I certainly want them to go back now.
Yeah, they must do. Oh, unless they're just playing for pick. Can you see Fix there? You can't. They just saw Semmel. They just got a glimpse of Semmel pinging him out. And Fix does the...
Sam's still going in anyway, but... Like, there's all the things that need to be nullified that cannot be nullified because you put a basher.
Yeah, and they've wasted this time now.
For some amount of time, Custard could technically buy out for an axe, which would help quite a bit to burst down this Naga.
And with the Megas.
And with the Megas as well. Don't know if he's going to do it. Of course, he might just hold buyback. Mystic is back. Oh, he's changed his mind and is now going for AC instead of...
Yeah, probably better.
Echo 7. I like that more.
I mean, I'd prefer you just get the...
Yasha, Kaya.
Kaya and Sun. Yeah, Kaya and Yasha, exactly, yeah, but...
Alright, Semmel is slowly building up his Dagon.
Oh, smoke out from Radiant. But they're going to go take Roche with this, I think.
He killed his Naga twice.
With the plan they had before, they're just going to kill everyone else. And then try and like 4 or 5 versus 1 the Naga.
I guess.
And it works quite well, right? Because they can just non-stop lock it down.
Yeah, that is true, I suppose. The shard is probably going to the DP.
Nope, everything on
Oh,
Ari.
just going Ari. Healing during song? I don't like that.
It's alright.
Like,
The
I
eggs.
would have preferred the fear on Spirit Siphon.
Yeah, I think so.
Busted in chat that this decision was horrendous. Very much my bad for not realizing roach timing.
Lincoln's coming out on Jack now. But no Yules. This lack of Yules is annoying me.
Lincoln's does stuff the nullifier, I suppose. That's gonna come out.
Can you break Lincoln's with diff?
Yes.
Sam's gone back for Battle Fury.
Okay.
That's a late Battle Fury, Sam, you're my dude.
I guess his idea is, well, fuck, I don't... we're gonna get megaed. Let's just try to deal with this Naga.
Yeah, Mishuk took the top tier 1. Nice.
There's a big wave. They might get the top tier 2.
Wait, didn't we see this in the last game?
Oh,
Illusions
no,
really
you're
put in
right.
the high ground.
Illusion's throwing the high ground while the carry has an Aegis. And the Spirit Breaker charging in to...
Yeah, if I see
Lose it
Custard
all.
just randomly run into the enemy team now. Well, I mean, that'd be doubly surprising given he's a hoodwink, but...
I mean, if he randomly runs in, the enemy team might assume it's a fucking decoy and you'll get away with it. Alright. Miss Hook is just farming other waves. Getting close to this AT.
Oh, here's the exorcism, here we go.
There's the Exo. And this is the moment where you're like,
That's
what
a
can
bigger
Sam
thing,
do?
though.
And his answer is just die, as he just straight up just goes down, has buyback, is gonna use it. Puck gets stung by a massive ice path. But seems to be very alive still. And Sam buying back is now trying to deal with this Naga, but this is the Naga you're now doing first. I'm not sure you can do this. There's a Manta has been used, so maybe this Aegis will go down here, but there's another big spear from Biggles. Just Naga's Aegis goes down. Thanks to Missa just charging through, but this is still an exorcism you're fighting into. It's finally over. Now Jack is back to full HP. Missa is just silenced and will not go anywhere unless he does get out.
There's a risk of
E-Blade
dieback on him.
is smoked away.
Oh.
It's a dieback on Ursa though.
Yeah, Mishuk brought back in there as well, I think. Yeah, he did. So,
Missa is just
Radiant are going
healing
to
up
commit some
from
buybacks in
Fountain.
response.
Retreat!
Alright,
Did Radiant use like 3 buybacks there?
you mean Dara? Radiant
No,
used
Radiant.
nothing.
Radiant used 3
Right,
buybacks
right.
there, you're wrong. Viper,
Where's
Mars,
not see them?
Jakiro.
Oh yeah, yeah. The big one is still there.
That's a good coil.
Foil.
Ooh, just don't quite break it though. And here goes
That's-
the last
That's
verse.
Megas.
Mega's not hugely important now, I think, but
It matters because it makes it way harder for them to go out for a smoke. The charge doesn't hit, but Semel still just feels like he's going down. He has a blink here, doesn't instantly use it, and is now silenced, so he cannot jump to his spirit. His orb.
it's okay, I think now. Mishuk's just charged for like the 18th time. And that's a dieback on Biggles.
That's dieback and Biggles. Ari is very low here. He might actually be going down.
I would think so, yeah.
Yeah, there he goes. And the Dire are holding once again. Jack is surely to go down here soon. Spirit Siphons are trying their best, but it's not enough. Mishuk just charging through everything, causing the enough chaos, and Sam's about to respawn. And has queued up the saddest item to buy for Nursa. It's queued up Shard.
Well, you can't get it from Roche now, so...
Yeah, you can't get it from Roche. It's like, well, it's real good. I guess I'll buy it myself.
Oh, here comes
This
Mishuk.
is Mishuk. He gets the bash. But now he's disarmed, doesn't matter, he has an ulti. And soon enough he'll have Bulldozer in a charge again. Staff, the wrong person. But maybe Emma gets him out?
And that's a die.
No, now Emma might be dead as well. If Mystic realizes there's no one behind this, no, he just goes away.
He's heading off. Our man's had enough.
Don't understand why. Maybe it was too low on mana?
Don't know. But he's practically omnipresent, so.
Yeah.
Jack's buyback comes out. And so does the macro player, just trying to buy time for Ari to respawn, I would guess. And
Yeah, they're gonna get the time. This game is... There's now a 13k lead for the Dire.
Well, look at the net worth.
But it just doesn't matter.
Custard has caught up to Jack.
Oh, Jack is just... He's not living.
Well, Custard's lived through all these last few fights. He's got a fucking deadlift on this. That can't be the right thing to have on this Hoodwink.
I mean, at some point, you're going to get close to this 2 Acorn Shot charges, 25 talent.
Loaded to the gills.
Like, he's 24.5 with that tome.
I think I want an Ethereal Blade.
The issue with Ethereal Blade is that there's this Ursa. And if you accidentally E-Blade someone that the Ursa's going on, this Ursa's just dead.
Well, don't do that. Be better. Buy an Ethereal Blade and be better.
Fair enough.
It's just worth so much damage to your Spirit Breaker, who I think is like your primary damage dealer at this point.
Yeah, that is true. He's upgraded to a Silver Edge.
Like, his charge is doing over 1,000 damage at the moment.
It's insane.
And that's without, I don't think he bulldozed and Silver Edge that last one. That's just phase moves.
Wow. Almost as 30 for plus 800 health. I'm not sure how good that talent actually is.
Quote myself about 20 minutes into the game. I hate this build and it's usually griefing, but I don't think I have a choice against the Naga. I think the Daedalus should be a E-Blade and is more useful against the Naga that way. Or a Hex or something. I think you actually do have the damage as a team to kill this Naga if you have the utility to lock it down. I wonder whether we're going to see this eventually turn into a win for the Radiant off the back of a BKB on the Naga. Or something like that.
He has a butterfly on the Naga, I didn't realise.
Consumed his eggs and bought a butterfly.
Yeah.
Don't think it's that helpful.
Up. It's somewhat helpful to deal with Sam not being able to deal with him, but
I don't think Sam's doing that much to do with him anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Let's hook. I wonder what Mystic's gonna buy now. He's gonna have to eat his eggs. What does he do after that point?
I still want this YNK. I hate to agree with
Yeah.
him, but he's right.
Smoke from Radiant, just smoking through the middle. It's been pinged out. No, that's pinged out by themselves. Sam is just going in, and oh no, Sam, do you have buyback? He does not for a minute. Please tell me he survives the BKBs.
Biggles goes down. And now Jack's actually isolated on the other side of things. So
Yeah,
Lincoln's
is there a
broken.
coil for him? No, coil was already used. He does get bashed, of course, by Mishook, so he just dies.
Mystical, yeah.
Now there's a song for nothing, and that's a dieback for Sam.
And now they're just trying to run away.
But you're trying to run away into his prayer breaker. That's not going to happen. Sam is getting very low here.
Yeah, Sam's dead. But that's what
Sam
I'm
is
saying.
dead, but Ari might also be dead. Yeah,
Yes.
Ari's dead. Ari does have buyback. And now
Sam
his
isn't the one
BKB
that killed
Viper is
Ari.
also dead. Naga's forced to instantly buy back as Megas are hitting the Dire Ancient. What a game. Custard has indeed taken the 2 Acorn Shot Charges build. And he's just going
Because it did the most damage in the last fight, I'm just curious to see what the breakdown of it was and how much of it's actually, physical, if you see what I mean.
I would assume quite a bit of it. There's 4 Acorn shots in there, and only a single
but there's such high armor
boomerang.
targets. Like, this Naga's got 52 armor.
Yeah, but like, look at what else is his damage going to be? There's no sharpshooter in there. There's just a boomerang that also increases the Acorn shot damage and the single bushwhack. Right, Sam has buyback, and he has bought back. Sorry, and I just is going for Roche. No, he's just going to end the game. I would have liked to see him check Roche. But I guess his idea is I don't have time for that. I don't know, well, this buyback feels weird.
They don't have time for this push now, I think.
Yeah.
Look
at Sam just dying.
Oh, the Arcane Blink feels a bit bad.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything with an optical, right?
Yeah, the reduced cast point is a bit nice, I guess, but certainly not worth. And it's an extra 5% cooldown reduction. Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, I think I'd actually prefer it was a Strength Blink.
Yeah, that would deal with the Naga as well.
It would help with the Naga at least, yeah.
Now, nobody has buyback on the Radiant except for Mars and Jakiro. But yeah, Puck doesn't have it on money.
DPs
and Sam just used his.
DPs will cycle back into the next fight and Puck will have theirs.
Yeah.
But that's another Aegis.
And Viper will as well.
For the Radiant.
Oh, I didn't know about it. Semmel has buyback, so he could try for a steal play, but it's very risky.
Don't go for a steal play. Go for a fight play, but they're too late for that now. They're just going to hole up in base and wait for the next team fight. I think I'd put this Aegis on the DP. Nope. I think they need to stop putting it on the Naga. I guess Ali wants it because he's just brought back, but...
There's a refresher card on this DP now.
Double BKB, I hope that's for.
Double BKB, double XO. Can you actually double XO, or do you have to do 2 XOs in succession?
Yes.
Okay. Mike says he's still got Bottle. Surely you turn that into a real item before getting any Blink upgrade at all. Talking about the Puck.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds pretty valid to me.
Yeah. He's now queued up an Ags. Don't know how useful this Ags really is. Yeah, just looking at it here, it sure does look like you get a lot more out of a Strength Link. Custard's queued up a Desolator. Mystic is eating his accents going for a Moonshard. I wonder what Radiant is waiting for here. You're not really getting through onto this Ancient with your Naga illusions. They're dying too fast.
Yeah, not
you
sure.
have all your cooldowns. Kind of just ticking down on your rages.
Oh, Mystic's just got
3.5 minutes left. Yeah?
He wants a click.
Has he finished it? No, not quite. He's 800 off. Amos finished an Abyssal Blade. I don't know. That feels weird. He's sold his Lifesteal Mask as well. You'd think with how low he's getting, he'd want a Satanic.
Yeah.
The diff is not doing that much at this point, I think, unless you're just going through the Mars. Radiant just don't feel comfortable to fight even with an Aegis. Are they waiting for this Naga Hex? Are they waiting for buybacks? They have all of them, except for the Naga.
60-minute items.
Oh, they're waiting for 60-minute items,
Giant swing
right.
and a Pirate's Hat.
Okay, that makes sense. But Mitshook is gonna farm some camps. Find a Book of Shadows as well. Bit. Mitshook finds a Seer Stone. That's a puck item? Question mark?
Interesting.
Possibly, it's not great.
Yeah. Imagine it'd be Willow Force Boots. That's an upgrade. Wait, he sent them back? Isn't that like the best Bear Breaker item?
They're probably not as good as Spider Legs. Here comes the fight.
Mitshook is charging back. The Radiant has decided, yeah, we found a few items, let's go fight.
Pickles gets the arena onto Custard. So what, Custard could have a BKB. The song.
The song is... I'm not sure if that did anything. Jack just refreshed it for the BKB, didn't wait for his exorcism. Glyph comes out and Custard is very low. He needs to go back to base and he does get it. Sam is very low, he's getting silenced and chased by these ghosts. This Dario Ancient is going down. Biggles goes down very fast. But how are you dealing with this? Mitshook in the back with this. Yeah, that's over. 60-minute game.
Good grief.
Custard says we lost 60-minute item roulette so badly.
I mean, they got more of them.
You only got one, and the enemy got 3 decent ones.
Look at the kill score.
Alright, so 2-0 for Don'to.
Yeah. And a draft penalty for their next game.
Yeah,
Comes
definitely.
Riff Raff. Yep. I think the draft penalty is a must. I will be petitioning the league management to ensure it's in place on behalf of whoever they're playing against next. Cool. Right. Thanks everyone for watching. Thanks Peter for joining me. Let's stop the